Here by BAROLO at 16 to 1, Jimmy Fortune. Swing Wing at 20s for Joe Fanning, and then the favourite PAGAN at 3 to 1, the mount of Philip Robinson. Collier Hill is ridden by Robert Winston. Bad Draw 18, 25 to 1. Self Defence for Frankie McDonald at 50 to 1. Non-runner Silver Gilt. There was going to be a number 7, that was Royal Cavalier. He was taken out, and that's allowed a reserve to come in, KRISTENSEN at the bottom. So we move on to number 8, which is Jagger, Gary Stevens at 13 to 2. MAMCAZMA for Dave Morris and Michael Tebbutt at 50 to 1. At 66 to 1 is Rayshan and Paul Mulrennan. Defining Oscar Urbina at 16 to 1. Distant Prospect, who'll love the ground, 15 to 2. And Richard Hills. Tony Culhane rides Pagan Dance at 20 to 1. At 20 is also Red Lancer and Michael Fenton. Jorah Barden and Jimmy Quinn at 28 to 1. Zibberline, who's been third in 2 plates, is a 25 to 1 chance. Franny Norton in the saddle, a past winner himself. Richard Quinn rides ESCAYOLA at 14 to 1 from a Bad Draw 20. Mirjan, Paul Hanagan at 33 to 1. At 8 to 1, Promoter and our morning line guest Eddie Ahern. Spectrometer at 33 to 1 for Jamie Mackay. And no forlorn hope for the reserve KRISTENSEN, who was third in the Cesarewitch last year, 25 to 1, Paul Fessey.
Michael Jarvis has won the plate 3 times, back in 1979, Totowa for Lady Beaverbrook, and Grey God in 1975 for David Robinson. He's got the favourite here, who has touched under to 30, and it PAGAN is now into 3 to 1. Back to 30 to 2 from 7 to 1. Jagger, is the stable really in form for Gary Stevens? That's the question punters would like to know. 15 to 2 against Distant Prospect. One or two of the outsiders, BAROLO would equal the weight carrying record if it could win under 9 stone 10. That's a 60 to 1 chance. The 3-year-old Red Lancer out to 25 to 1, and ESCAYOLA, been a bit of a gamble during the week, is now 14 to 1 here on the course. But the moves really concern this PAGAN.
After the rebelliousness of his namesake, as the stalls break open for the Northumberland plate, Distant Prospect was a bit slow away. Fast out up the inside, Spectrometer, who takes a very handy early position. The horse with the big white face, orange jacket, the favourite PAGAN coming across to join in now, goes second. It's Chester all over again as far as PAGAN is concerned. He's a heavily back favourite. He lies second, passing the stands. KRISTENSEN is third, Swing Wing is fourth, out wide. Then Self Defence from Rayshan and Promoter in the midfield. The grey MAMCAZMA a bit deep from Mirjan as they run towards this crucial first turn. Defining his midfield in a pink jacket from BAROLO, caught a little bit wide of Collier Hill. And then Red Lance around the inner. Distant Prospect is also hugging the rail, preceded just by Jorah Barden. Then ESCAYOLA with Jagger dropped out towards the back, so too Zibberline, and Pagan Dance is the back marker. They run down the side of the course, and it's Spectrometer that leads the way by a length and a half here to PAGAN. Swing Wing is third on the outside, then KRISTENSEN and Self Defence towards the inside of runners. A slight dip in the course at this point, just chasing the front 5 or 6. Mirjan up the inside of Promoter, and then after these is Defining. MAMCAZMA's caught a bit deep. Collier Hill round the inside for BAROLO. Jagger is next, and then Red Lancer, ESCAYOLA, followed by Jorah Barden, Distant Prospect, Pagan Dance, Zibberline. They run into the back straight. Spectrometer's in front, and the favourite PAGAN in second place, Jim.
Yeah, he's got a beautiful position. I don't think the early pace is that strong, though maybe that's jockey's going steady because of the positions, but it may turn out that a handy posse early on is the place to be. Richard Hill's got over on the inside rail, but he's pulled out wide as they went into the back straight.
Well, the pace probably doesn't want to be too strong in these conditions, and it's Spectrometer. Perhaps it's just quickening up a shade now. It leads by a couple of lengths to PAGAN. Swing Wing is third, and then following on the inside is Self Defence as they continue along the back straight. Close up KRISTENSEN in the cheek pieces there. Deep on the course behind these is Rayshan. Promoter, a yellow cap bobbing away, caught on heels slightly. Mirjan up the inside in the red cap. Then looking further back, Jagger's making a bit of a move round the outside of Defining, followed by Collier Hill. BAROLO is back on the inside. Distant Prospect, ESCAYOLA and Red Lancer in an unpromising position as they prepare to swing left-handed at the far end of the course, looking towards the rear. Jorah Barden is one from last. Pagan Dance is last of all. Zibberline has crept forward a couple of places. It's Spectrometer that's going to lead them out of the back straight here as they run towards the final 4.5 furlongs or so. Spectrometer, PAGAN in the perfect position to pounce in second. White sleeves, Philip Robinson. Swing Wing is third, then Self Defence round the inside from KRISTENSEN. A length and a half to Rayshan and Mirjan. MAMCAZMA is now beginning to be nudged along from Collier Hill. Behind these Promoter, Defining, trying to thread a way through. Jagger now making a bid out wide as PAGAN strolls into the lead. Over 2 furlongs left to cover, and the crowd cheer him on. Swing Wings going with the favourite. In third is Christensen. Mirjan trying to come out of the pack. Out wide is Jagger. Defining trying to stay on as well, but can they get past PAGAN? They run to the final furlong. Swing Wing chasing. Mirjan a big threat now, and a big price on the outside as they enter the final furlong. PAGAN challenged by Swing Wing, and Mirjan coming home probably best of all. Well inside the final furlong is Mirjan that takes over here. Paul Hanagan riding, and Mirjan's just going to get there from Swing Wing. It may go to the judge. In third is PAGAN Christensen. Next was Collier Hill. From Pagan Dance, Defining, Self-Defence, Zibberline staying on from Promoter. Then ESCAYOLA and Red Lancer. Back in the field, Jagger didn't last it out from MAMCAZMA, Distant Prospect, well beat, Raysham, Barolo, Jorah Barden and Spectrometer. And it's gone to a photograph here, but it looked as though Mirjan at 33 to 1 had landed some unlikely spoils here.
One chance with Blue Square this morning, generally 33, 28 and 25. His return double carpet 33 to 1 against Mirjan. Beat Swing Wing 8-20 to 1 shot. PAGAN, the gambled on favourite, sent off at 5 to 2. Collier Hill was fourth. That was a 20 to 1.